What's good, YouTube? Dre here with Different Gaming. I'm going to be bringing you part 2 of Deck Building 101 with Different Gaming. Excuse me. So, in the first video, we talked about the engines. So we did our Shadal core, and we did our Dogmatica core. Yeah, Dogmatica core. In this video, we're going to be talking about spells, tech cards, trap cards, different little side engines that you can put in with Shadows. And then in the third one, we're going to talk about side deck. I mean, not side deck. Oh my God. Hand traps. Hand traps, and the extra deck. We'll talk about the extra deck a little bit, but that's only to go along with some of your spell cards. So, before we get into it, like, comment, subscribe. If you're not subscribed, hit that note. Go ahead, subscribe, hit that notification bell to get notified whenever I upload a new video. It's been very busy at work. Very busy at work. Just had somebody quit. So now I'm the main closing cook. Yay! Y'all like that? Winter time's here, so gotta keep the ears nice and warm. And I'm following that No Shave November. My face has been warm. My face has never been this warm when it's cold. If you following the No Shave November, let me know in the comments below. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So, as you see, we have Foolish, nice little stack of cards we're going to go through. These are already sleeved because I already had them in a deck, but we're going to go through some of them, and we're going to add those to what we already have. We already have 22 cards. We already have 22 cards in the deck, and we have 18 slots left. So, when you do your spell cards, sorry, I got my little video going on right here. I'm watching some old clips of old YCSs and stuff, and I just got a notification that they just did an emergency ban list. So after this video, we're gonna do live ban list. So back into it. So with Shadows, you already have your 3 Shadal Fusion and your 2 El Shadal Fusion. Now you just need like starting spell cards. Foolish is always a good one to get your engine going. If you have no Shadal monsters in your opening hand, but you have Foolish can get you started. So that's definitely always definite when you're playing pure Shadal. We'll go to these later. Then Kalba. A lot of people are citing Kalba. I've been watching some recaps and deck profiles of from YCS, Dortmund to Minneapolis to Pasadena. And a lot of people are either siding or cutting call by altogether. It is a good card, especially if you draw it or if you have it. It's kind of like when Maxi was at 1, whoever had the one of, and you played it right, then you 9 times out of 10 won that match. Then got Super Polys. I do have 3, but it is a minus from the hand, and I really don't like minusing from the hand. And then on top of that, the main deck is Tier Elements. Tier Element, Ishizu Tier Element. That's about it. Sprite Tier Element, Runic Tier Element. So you want to see it, but you don't want to see it. It is a go on second card, but since you're playing pure Shaddolls, it acts as another polymerization for you. So, I mean, you do have to have 2 monsters on board, and it can help you push for game also. So, we go with the 2, just because we don't want to minus that much. We want to see it, we don't want to see it. We want to break boards if we're in that position to go second. Or if we are able to set 2 Shaddolls, set a Super Poly, and then be able to play on your opponent's turn is always fun. So there's 4 slots for spell cards. And then we'll move that out of the way because that's like a tech card. We have Dark Ruler No More. So out of all of these, and you're probably wondering what Terraforming is for, because I don't play Mystic Mind. But we'll get right into that. Dark Ruler No More is definitely a good going second card. You definitely want to play it on the main now, especially since there's a lot of Terra Element. And actually, I need to get my, give me 1 sec. Yes, I'm pausing this live. I must keep my laptop up and running, and it's dying. Yes, we made it. Thumbs up. But with Tier Element, and if they use Sprite Elf, and Sprite Elf protects the monsters that it points to. So again, you want to see it, but you don't want to see it. Just in the case you do go first, you don't want this in your opening hand. Then we can play Harpies and Raigeki in the main, but between the 2, I would definitely play both, just because going second and opening up these 2 is devastating. but open up all 3 is tremendous, because that's complete board wipe. And I like having the option, just playing the one-ofs. If you see them, you see them. You don't, but you do know that you need them. So if you can get Lightning Storm, Lightning Storm is good. You could play 2 Lightning Storms or 3 Lightning Storms. But if you can't get Lightning Storms, this is the next best option. Spellbook of Knowledge. Spellbook of Knowledge, you can play if you have Prosperity. You can play Prosperity, but you really don't want to. Just because you need your extra deck. A lot of the Shaddolls are spellcasters, so you can normal summon one, excuse me, activate Knowledge, and then send the Shaddol monster, draw 2, and then it triggers the Shaddol effect. So that's the theory behind Spellbook of Knowledge. So with 18 slots open, that's 10 spell cards for going second. Get your play started, protect your combo. So that gives us 8 more slots for something, anything, because you already have your engines. You have your main priority of the deck done. So now it's just fillers. To also go along with Dark Ruler, Sprite Elf is an issue, Mystic Mind is an issue. You could play 2 Dino-Miscus. And the thing that you want to remember is all your Shaddol monsters have graveyard trigger effects. So any card that does not require you to pay costs, your Shaddolls get their effect. Super Poly, if you discard a Shaddol, you do not get that Shaddol monster's effect because you have to discard for cost. For Dino-Miscus, you target a face-up card on the field, and then you discard a card. You have to target before you discard. So the discard is a part of the effect, not a cost. So knowing your rulings, knowing trigger effects, knowing how they trigger, how they activate, what cards interact with the Shaddol cards so they can get their trigger effects. And plus, it's out to Mystic Mind. If you Dark Ruler, you can bounce back the Kaleido Heart, any problematic card, and then just it's a reoccurring body, because when a trap card is activated, you can special summon it from the graveyard. So, and it's a level 2. It's a level 2. So, I mean, you could link with it. You could link with it. Link with it, rock with it. So we have 8 slots That's 2. So you have 6. For terraforming, you can play terraforming along with Despia Theater of the Branded. This is a little something that I like to call mind games, because if you terraforming and then you get Despia, they're going to automatically think, oh, they're on Branded Despia or some I don't even know the word I'm looking for. I went blonde. Variant, there it is. Oh my God. But or some variant of Despia. So what Despia reads is, during your main phase, you can fusion summon 1 level 8 or higher fusion monster from your extra deck. Construct is level 8. So if you open up terraforming, you can terraforming, get Theater, activate Theater, have a Shadow and Light in hand, activate Fuse into Construct, and then continue on with the combo. But what a lot of people don't know about Theater is it has a protection effect. Well, not protection, but it's recurring. If a face-up non-fairy fusion, if a face-up non-fusion fairy monster you control leaves the field by an opponent's card effect or is destroyed by battle, you can target 1 level 8 or lower, 1 level 8 or higher fusion monster in your graveyard, special summon it. So you can fuse, do your combo with construct, link a wave for a gravity controller, and then if, say, your gravity controller gets destroyed by battle or gets destroyed by card effect by your opponent, you can target your construct, special summon it in defense, and activate the effect. So in the previous video, that's what I was talking about, knowing the interactions with your deck. So that's a nice little thing right there. And you get a recurring construct. Starving Venom is level 8, I believe. Dracostapelia is level 8. So Theater is good for a lot. But that was just a little honorable mention. You can do it if you want to, if you want to test it. Literally, this is what the deck building is about. Going through your options. If I was going to a tournament, this is how I would build my deck. I would build my deck Tier 0 format ready, anti everything, whatever. So we don't play those, but something that I just thought about. I was thinking about Galaxy Cyclone, but I was thinking, what spell was it that was very popular back in like 2013, 14, I believe. But it's a spell card, and you wasn't able to activate your spell or trap if this card was used, and it's Night Beam. Night Beam, I would consider a going second card, especially if you're going against Tier. And the good thing about Night Beam is not once per turn, so I mean, Tier typically ends on Shulik and Cry, or the other trap card. I think it is, or a spell card that just came out. I know I said the name of one, but they typically end on those two. So just hypothetically, if you open up 2 night beams, you could activate it, target, and destroy it. They can't activate it in response. The only thing about Night Beam is not a quick play spell. So it's a hard going second card. In my opinion, I would play it. I would definitely test it. I would definitely max it out just because I would want to see it in my going second. Like if I know for a fact I'm going second. So you would definitely just side these, especially for a surprise factor, because I mean, nobody expects you to play a Night Beam. Typically people play Cosmic Cyclone. I don't agree with Cosmic Cyclone just because time is so prominent. Like everybody waits until time and then deals a little bit of damage and that's it. And I just messed up the camera view. I gotta fix this. There we go. But just like when you see inside decks, they have the Resonator package just to deal like 300 effect damage, if I'm not mistaken. Fluanderies, they have Advent Adventure, and that gains 500. So, and Twin Twister, it just destroys the card you target and it destroys. So they have a chance to activate and then respond. With Night Beam, they can't respond. So I would definitely side those. So we had 18. We had 18 slots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. With 8, 10, 12. So 6 more slots. Yeah, 6 more slots. So we side the Night Beams. And then I've already shown this in deck profiles before I even showed this card. You have 6 slots. You can throw in a little clown package. Juggler is a light. Hat Tricker. There's always going to be more than 2 bodies on board, so it's just a free body. But Juggler, you can use in the damage calculation, I believe. No battle. The next battle damage you would take, it's a quick effect. You can pitch it from your hand and it becomes 0. So it protects you. It's a light. It's a searcher. Like this one card is 3 effects in one. So, I mean, 3 uses in one. Because you can use it for construct, to fuse with the Shaddoll to go into construct, banish it to search out your Hat Tricker, and then if you don't use it for material, or if you draw it in your first hand, it's a spellcaster. So that with knowledge, yes. See, interactions. So that's 2 cards that will be added. So we have 4 more slots. And then this last card is a tech card. Like I said, these last 18 slots are for going second, board breakers, get your engine going, draw power, removal. Then if you want to add your own little spices, mine's is Mischief for the gnomes. So Mischief of the Gnomes reduces the level of all monsters in the hand and field by 1. Almost every Terra Element deck that I've seen can go into Abyss Dweller now. So if you want to side this or main this, especially as a one-of, me, I main it, and I have seen it in my opening hands before. So being able to manipulate levels does give you the edge, just because we're playing a deck that revolves on graveyard effects, and Dweller stops that. So being able to stop your opponent from going into Dweller is very good. So with that added to the main, we have three slots left. So this is where we cut this video. I'm gonna upload this video because I want to go ahead and get the live reaction for the emergency ban list. If y'all are enjoying this new segment, let me know in the comments below. And I will have the video to the first in the corner right here or over here. Yeah, look at that. So back up here, want to cut it and then upload and then get right to it. So as always, peace.